Oh, hey. Oh, what's up? Bored? Yeah, me too. Aside from all the fun times in college, these reports sure take the cake. I am so ready for a break. I've been studying since I got back from the party last night. Why don't I? Because I have deadlines, dummy. I'm not like you who finish your work a week in advance. And I don't have any plans to become like that anytime in the foreseeable future. Well, yeah, of course it would be good for my grades, but I'm pretty sure my nightlife would take a pretty big hit. And you know how much of a dedicated night owl I am. No, not even temporarily. Last night's party was amazing, and missing it would have been a big mistake, regardless of how much trouble it's causing me now. Me? Fear of missing out? Not a chance. Just not all that motivated academically. There's a difference, you know? Oh, you think you can find a way to motivate me? I'd like to see you try. Oh, oh. You, you let me suck your blood? But only once I'm finished. Come on. Now how am I supposed to study with that on my mind? You know very well that my urge to suck blood equates to making a human very, very horny. If not worse. No, no takesy backsies. But I want my payment in advance. What do you mean that's not how motivation works? What if I promise to study extra hard afterwards? In that case, your motivation still works just fine, doesn't it? Fine, fine. I'll be patient. But you'll have to tutor me then. Very well. As you can see, right now I'm struggling to get the part about thermodynamics. Yes, the chemistry part, not physics. I know it's supposed to be as simple as long as I follow the formula, but when they keep mixing in parts from the other chapters, I really don't quite understand where to use what. Uh-huh. Okay, so did I use that formula? Got it. So whenever I'm dealing with pressure or volumes, I just have to add this formula to that one? I mean, I know that now, but when the test comes in a week, I have a feeling I won't. Ugh. You just had to say something that makes you sound smart. Regurgitation of knowledge not being the goal, but a necessary initial step to prompt future actionable learning. Blech. You sound like one of those motivational speakers. No, really. It sounds absolutely ridiculous. You definitely just pulled that out of your... Yeah. Some famous person probably said that trying to be clever and then it just accidentally kind of caught on. But what about before the internet? I'm not planning on time traveling or anything right like that. Grandma told me how much problems that causes. And I don't, frankly, have time for that. Even if I were to work as a chemist in the future, no chemists actually know all the formulas by heart. Even professionals get to use Google. Sure, but still, school most of the time doesn't even prepare you for real life. What good will memorization of useless knowledge that I'm going to forget anyways in a couple weeks do to help me pay the bills? I know, but hey, can't I just have my reward already? I think I'm prepared as I'll ever be, so I might as well just kick back and de stress before my test. Being anxious isn't healthy, you know? No, don't get shy on me now. We both know how much you enjoy getting your blood sucked by me. So don't act as if it's just a reward for me. No, come here. You agreed that once I finished studying, I could suck your blood. And well, I'm finished studying. So now I get to bite you. Hmm. I've always liked the feeling of you underneath my claws. You're both so strong and yet so fragile, all at the same time. Your blood is really delicious. I feel like I'm gonna lose my mind. Mm, but you're right. Unfortunately, it just wouldn't do for me to suck you completely dry. I wouldn't want to be forced to get a new roommate. Now would I? That's right. Believe it or not, but I'm pretty happy with our current living situation. Aside from all your smart ass nagging, you are pretty fun to be around. Hey, what do you say about some cuddles? Mm, you're so cute. Let's just snuggle up here for a bit on the bed and relax for a while. Do you remember how nervous you used to be around me when you first discovered that I was a vampire? You were so terrified that I thought you'd disappear and I'd never get to see you again. Yeah, we have had some great adventures together, haven't we? From our late night study sessions into wild parties. It's been quite the ride. Although, you did miss out on most of those parties. I know you don't like getting behind on your assignments. And you're not the biggest fan of large crowds either. But getting out every once in a while might not be so bad for you. I'm definitely going to start dragging you to them every once in a while. Even people like you could afford to get loose every so often. But aside from that, I really do appreciate how you've always been there for me, though. Whether it's just by helping me with my studies or just being a supportive presence. No, I really do mean it. I'm not just trying to sink my teeth into you again. I'm being sincere. Not that I complain, though. Now, let's just forget about the stresses of studying and just enjoy this moment of relaxation. We can just lie here, feeling the warmth of each other's presence, and let the world just fade away for a little while. Thank you for being such an amazing roommate and friend. I'm glad we have each other in this crazy journey called life. Sweet dreams, my dear.